All right, I'm here to answer the question, how to cook and clean an artichoke, a fresh whole artichoke. What I have here in front of me is a 24-count artichoke. Now, a 24-count artichoke, or an 18-count artichoke, or a 36-count artichoke, all those numbers represent how many artichokes are in a case. And since the cases are all the same size, that tells you what size the artichoke is. An 18-count artichoke is bigger than a 24-count, and a 36 obviously is smaller than a 24, okay? So there's a few different ways that one can trim or prepare the artichoke for boiling, which is what we're going to do today. But I'm going to simplify this particular demonstration with this artichoke by telling you that you can cut, come on down here and zoom in on this artichoke now, to cut the top of the choke off right here. That's just so that the water in the boiling water can get in there. You want to leave the stem on, you don't have to trim anything else off the artichoke. Now I'm going to drop this artichoke right now into simmering water, and I'm going to put some salt in here. And I'm going to put some lemon in here. You can also use a little bit of white vinegar instead of the lemon. If you have straight lemon juice, you can put a little bit of straight lemon juice in it. That can be bottled lemon juice. It doesn't have to be fresh, okay? Now I'm going to take, I got salt and a little lemon in there. I want to make sure that this artichoke stays submerged the entire time that it's cooking. So I'm going to set a couple of plates on it to make sure it stays below the boiling water level line, okay? We're going to time-elapse this video, and we're going to reach a point probably in about 10 minutes, maybe 15, where I'm going to pull the artichoke out, and I'm going to show you how to test the artichoke for done-ness. Again, this video is about how to cook it, how to test it, and how to break the artichoke down into the edible pieces, and how to clean an artichoke. Okay, this is not a demonstration of how to make different fancy artichoke dishes. This is the infrastructure demonstration of information about how to basically handle the artichoke. There are other artichoke recipes in this index, which you should certainly go see. But knowing how to cook, clean, break it down is the most important part about what you need to know about an artichoke. So we're going to time-elapse this, and we'll be back in probably 15 minutes. Also known as right now. All right, we're back with that artichoke. It's been 15 minutes, give or take, on the choke. And I'm pretty sure that this choke is done. I'm going to begin by getting these plates that I put on here off of there. That kept the choke submerged throughout the cooking process. Now, how to test the choke for done-ness. Testing an artichoke for done-ness is a little bit like testing a chicken for done-ness, okay? Meaning you go to the part of the artichoke that takes the longest to cook. When that's done, it's done. Just like when you test a chicken, you go to the base of the thigh, and when that's cooked, the whole chicken's cooked. So the bottom of the artichoke, which is located right at the base of this stem, has to be tender enough to eat. And it is. It's soft enough now. We're going to submerge this choke into an ice bath, and we're going to have to time-elapse this video a little longer because it takes about 15 minutes for that artichoke for the ice-cold water to penetrate that artichoke, okay? Then I'm going to show you how to break it down, all right? We'll be right back in about 10 minutes. Okay, the artichoke has been cooling for 15 minutes, and we're going to pull it out of the ice, and we're going to take a look at what we got here now. Now, we're going to get the camera down here directly on this choke, and we're going to do the whole breakdown process, okay? First, the very bitter outside leaves, and I know people love to, come on up here with that camera again, love to go like this. And I suggest that you do that with any of the leaves that I'm telling you are not the premium leaves, okay? We're going to take the very outside leaves, and we'll use those to munch on while we're cooking, okay? And that's what those are right here, okay? Now, the choke is divided into three sections here, okay? The stem, the bottom, and the heart, okay? Now, how to get the heart detached from the bottom is a neat little trick, and you got to be careful what you do. You're going to slowly pull it away so that you don't break the bottom in the process, okay? All right, now, the stem is very edible, by the way, and one should certainly be cognizant and aware that you can eat this stem. We're going to cut the very bottom of the stem off. That's a little bit woody, okay? Now there's your bottom. You notice I cut it flat here so that it'll sit flat on the plate, okay? Now, the bottom, you remove the fuzz with a little teaspoon, carefully, so you don't rip part of the choke out with it. The other thing about the artichoke, if it's not cooked enough, if the bottom is not cooked enough, it'll be too hard to eat and it's no fun at all. So make sure it's cooked. And this is going to sound horrible, but it's better for it to be cooked a little too much than a little bit not enough. Because a little bit not enough will make it inedible. A little bit too much is the difference between a real al dente artichoke and one that's really tender, okay? And they're both more or less acceptable. But a raw artichoke is not acceptable, okay? So, there is the bottom of the choke, okay? And we'll put the bottom of the choke on a plate there, okay? Now, inside this heart are some really prickly purple leaves, and they come out. Part of that's good, but not too many parts of it. There's some more pink prickly leaves on that one. So here's how I would break it down and serve it if I wanted to serve it cold. I would put the heart leaves around the bottom. Like so. Now you have the stem here. You can cut the stem up. A little woody down here. And you can put the stem on the plate also like that. Now, this is a very good way here to serve the artichoke. You can put a little olive oil, a little lemon, a little chopped parsley. You can stuff this with some crab or add some remoulade sauce on the side, or flash the plate and serve it a little bit of warm with lemon butter sauce, and so on and so forth. But the basic breaking down and cooking, artichoke's good. The basic breaking down and cooking of the choke is essential to understand, and that's what this particular video is about. So there you have it. You have the hearts, the bottom, and the stem. And those would be the three edible parts of the artichoke.